another one, back with another one. Sunday Madness 33 edition. I mean 38th edition, excuse me. 38th edition. Back with another one. Man, it's been wild. Wow. Well, today's been, it's been good for me. I mean, I was sick yesterday. I was like, oof, let me get started. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on. People talking about all sorts of bullshit. I mean, who cares about they going in on manosphere stuff and all that? I'm beyond that. You know what I'm saying? But just been chilling and things like that. But oh, by the way, the definitive edition is pretty good. It's decent, but the combat is can be a little bit better. But you know how it is. And I was recently playing the older ones that had the original versions. Man, it's something else. It's something else. But I just finished the old Vice City, and I was like, you know what? Let me play this, and I finished it. Now I had to finish it. I think it was yeah, this year. I just recently finished it last week. Pretty cool though that I don't really care for 100%. It's one of my least favorites. But then I got the GTA 3 I finished 4 years ago. Now I got to get some data off it because I have a newer console, the Slim. I'll play that sometime this week or whatever. But pretty much it. But I just been chilling wherever. I know people ain't talking about nothing much, but yeah, it's a little drama lately, left and right. A lot of shit going on. Extreme trolling. I might have to do that art of trolling real soon. I'm gonna do a part 2 on that because that's pretty much talk about what's changed in modern trolling when people love to troll so much. You know what I mean? It don't bother me as much as people think, but it really don't. it really don't. But like I said, I was just playing here and just get back on the game that I was always playing. I thought these newer games, like I just want to talk about video games for a minute. And everybody's talking about that GTA 6 link. Well, they told you like in certain rumors and certain things from Rockstar and certain people in the background, they was gonna make some changes, but it wasn't just punching down, but they was actually had this plan since 2014. Like I try to tell you, a lot of stuff they plan goes back years and years before they even make it. It takes some years to get solid into it. You know what I mean? But it was gonna be in Vice City next. But they just not gonna tell you how it's gonna be. They showing you the beta pics right now to get the fans juicified or whatever. And so a lot of people get caught up in the big shit. And the female character is going to be unique, but it's like a Bonnie and Clyde field. I posted links. I think was it last month, and then when they was talking about it, that's what they're going to go with. But here's the thing: they're trying to push 4 protagonists. A lot of people say it's going to be 3. No, it's 4 protagonists. Certain rumors is really factual. Some of them are factual. It is true. They are working on 4 protagonists. North and South is still Vice City, but they're going to have a spinoff of the North and South. Now, the online feature, um, I found word in certain articles. I don't think Rockstar is going to try to produce that. They're going to put GTA Online as a separate thing. So that's not going anywhere. They're not going to make a GTA Online 2. That's these delusional idiots from the GTA 4 so-called community. They're a bunch of lanes. I'll tell you what they are. These people hate San Andreas so much. When that nigga got successful and the guy that plays CJ in the West Coast, everybody hate on that game. Because in the beginning, everybody loved the game. But when GTA 4 came out, that's when it split. Nobody didn't like GTA 4. GTA 4 didn't really, it's so well, but it isn't so great. It's so good, but it was mediocre. But what saved it was the DLCs. I'm sorry. That's just straight facts. And GTA 5 is so well because of the character switching and all the stuff, and it destroyed its competitor, so-called competitor, Saints Row. That's why everybody's tripping about the new Saints Row is garbage and shit like that. I just saw Angry Joe tripping off of that, right? And I was looking at that. I was like, what's going on here? He was tripping off of it, and he gave it a lowest rating I've seen in a long time. But that just shows you where we are, because pretty much you're in the same old sphere and things like that, and people talking about this woke, that. It's basically saying, nigga, I'm gonna break down what woke is. Anytime you hear a white person say woke, they're actually calling you the N word. They're actually calling you a nigga. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't listen to idiot ass white people on the internet, especially the ones that be trolling on Reddit or whatever. saying nigga. You know what I mean? They don't like when black men took over their video games and shit. And I've noticed that since San Andreas. San Andreas came, it was a few white people liked that game and the majority didn't. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. That's why I don't fuck with the masses of them. They're a bunch of idiots and they are pro GTA 4. It's obvious. I mean, Nico is he's in the top three. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. This they little true. They love Nico. My man. So it's pretty much. Don't tell me it's acting up. No, 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 no. Yeah. About to say. Yeah, I had to turn off the something in the back. Yeah. It's working. It's working. Good. It's not, because normally I don't usually, yeah, tripping right now. But it'll go back to the green. See, I had to take the stream down. You can't have everything streaming at once. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm streaming and all that. I had to take Weiss down. I had to take Weiss Network TV down. I've been watching him for a minute. He's the reason I've gotten back on my lore shit on the Grand Theft Autos when I was younger and playing sandbox open world. It used to occupy my mind. It keeps me distracted from the rest of the world. So it was trying to escape from politics and all that other bullshit. That's what some games help me on. Just that escape. Besides sports, this is something different. And just cars and shit and other shit. Just shit to get into. But like I said, man, I don't see the hate, and then they hate GTA 5. Just saying, similar to San Andreas, it's a pattern. Now GTA 6 said they're going all out international, or other races and things like that. But Vice City was like that. What was the issue with that? And they liked that, and that really was a mob like game based off Miami Vice and Scarface. I didn't care for that one. GTA 4 was kind of like the same mob feel. That shit's boring, bro. That's why that shit, the gameplay was so mediocre and boring. That's just how I thought of GTA 4. That's just me. A lot of people think, oh, it's cool. And like, I don't see that. This is a boring, pathetic ass game. The diamonds and the heroin threw me off. And the reason I didn't like it as much, it's mediocre, is because I'll never put it in my top 3 and 5. And when people say that, that's a racist so-called white fan. That's a racist so-called white people and the racists behind co-signing GTA 4. When they say shit like that, it's bullshit. Even their own people don't buy into that shit. They can't stand that game. So again, Grand Theft Auto 4 is mediocre, like I've always said, and GTA 5 has been standard proof for years, and they try to make the online the same. No, they're not the same. Just because it have the same map doesn't mean it's the same game. You may have the same protagonist characters from GTA 5, but they're not in the same game. A lot of people trying to say they ain't canon, but what's some truth to that? But I know C's canon. When you pick the Death Wish ending, it's very canon. What's going on, Degenerate Salute? And it's pretty much canon all the time. I just want to speak video games the first half, and then we'll talk about some other shit. I know football's on, everybody's tripping. Um, Football season has begun, and we'll talk about Westbrook in a minute, somewhere down midway through the stream. I just want to get my shit off right now with the video games, because this is what I'm seeing in the news. They're tripping about that GTA 6. I think GTA 6 will be fine. It's gonna be better than that sorry ass Saints Row, and everybody was hounding on that. Oh my God, the Lions is whooping Washington's ass. Figures, they trash 22-0. That's the new NFL for you, baby. The Saints is here. Okay. Who else is here? Ravens. Yeah, Lamar Jackson's gonna have a Super Bowl year. Browns is trash. Tied with the Jet. Bum suck. Jaguars is the Colts. Panthers neck to neck. Steelers. Patriots. Chargers is right behind the was that the 15th? My fault. That was last Thursday. The Chiefs beat the Chargers. Oh damn. They whooping ass. So yeah, today's Cardinals, Raiders. Who else came through? Foul, yeah, the Falcons 405. I ain't watching that bullshit with the Rams. That's a trash game on both sides. I don't care about the Super Bowl champs. They ain't going back. They're still trash. Texans and Broncos. Hustle Wilson is going to destroy the Texans. Why? Broncos going to win that game. Bengals going to beat the Cowgirls. The Cowgirls will be destroyed. Bears and the Packers should be a great one. Tomorrow, Monday night games. Whoa, that's tomorrow? Wow. The Titans, Bills, and the Vikings and the Eagles. Oh, my Eagles is going to play the Vikings. Interesting. I ain't streaming, so, it's pretty much, it's pretty much it. I'm going to put this, I'm going to get back into it. Let's see what's going on here. It's pretty much it. But yeah, I just think like Grand Theft Auto series came from top down, from all the way through HD graphics and so-called realistic graphics. I mean, every game sounds realistic, and then it gets better over time with the HD form. So it's just like everybody's overreaching for a minute, and then they just expect people to be a part of something, right? And they said it was like, the success of the top down thing was actually pretty good, years ago. And then the 3D, of course, GTA 3 is an epic classic. But people just got to understand, back at that time, it evolutionized. It was one of the last so-called top down and open world you could saw it up close, top down, or that was it. But it was on the PlayStation 2, and you saw it. It revolutionized what sandbox games are now. But since Vice City came out, it gave you the option to change costumes from certain stores, and then you had your asset properties. But San Andreas took it a step further, buying clothes, customizing your character, and customizing your vehicles. That was the staple of what Sandbox has become. Now, the original series, which you would call Saints Row, was called Bling Bling since 2003. They had the concept first until they called it Saints Row in 06, and that was a success. But the second game, the sequel, destroyed San Andreas. I don't care what nobody say. It's in my top 3 for a reason. The reason I put it number 1 over San Andreas, you can do a lot. Infinite ammo, customized vehicles, cribs. I can go on and on, but that shit is unreal. That's unheard of, in a video game like that. When it came out in 2008, that shit was unheard of. That was the pinnacle of all games. I don't care what nobody say. Because once you realize that's standard proof, you understand what you get into. You know what I mean? But that's why people don't realize that those games cherish for a long time. And that's why a lot of people stream about this new Saints Row shit. I understand the pain. I understand that niggas got irritable and everybody kept calling it, "Is this left wing woke shit?" See, when you say woke, you're saying the N word. You're calling yourself a nigga. I mean, people don't realize that. I don't really subscribe to the woke term. It's just a made up word white folks say, and they use it for the insult, the N word. They don't say it as just, oh, it's the left. No, they basically saying nigga. They calling everybody nigga. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta peep that. Never listen what they say. Listen how they say it and what their actions meant. That's why the Trump supporters, the majority of them are racist. But then you got niggas that's brainwashed, acting like coons, fucking with that dude. Trump doesn't give a fuck about nobody but his motherfucking self with his money. I told you, I'm not pro-Trump over here. Trump doesn't give a fuck. And to this day, he ain't shit. I'm just keeping it 1,000. Trump will never save this country. He's just as bad as Biden is. Biden, he shows his hand all the time. He admit what he did was wrong. It's just Biden is he's too exposed. Like he's this, he's that. No. Biden says some slick shit, but he still has that old conservative Democrat, and that's what you want. You don't want somebody, a lot of people say sneak around. Technically, he's not sneaking around. He's sneaking around in some aspects, but I don't think he's really sneaking around. He's just the type of dude you could see what he's doing. You could tell by his actions. People just overreaching. When they say shit, they don't understand proper politics. I don't have to have a discussion with y'all about proper conservatism and things like that, because that's why I don't do the socialism thing once again. and put in this base form and talk. And it's not going to be an open link. If you ask for it, that's cool, and I'll drop it, and that's how it's going to be. I'm just so sick and tired of people conflating shit and ideologies together and don't understand the proper context that a lot of times a lot of conservatives actually practice democracy. They don't really practice republic. Let's just keep it 1,000. Only people that practice republic are liberals. They just promoted a certain way of dealing with things. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, but shouts out to Cerulean for breaking that down to me and look at it from a science. And I did my own research when he told me that. And then I really look at the concepts and read different books. It actually kind of helped me in the long run to understand that most people, they just going to be on some bullshit. You got to understand, a lot of people are changing, bro. They're tired of the bullshit. They're tired of being lied to and things like that. So it's pretty much fair game. So when you're talking about things like that, that's how I understand how the world works. So when you have a world like that, you got to expect me to do much, right? That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. And the world's very different. And it's changing for a reason. You see it in video games and movies, but but enough on video games. We're gonna segue something different. We're gonna talk about Westbrook and the Lakers. I mean, it's obvious they're gonna keep him, and yeah, he's gonna get out of there. The NBA is right around the corner. I'll be talking about that as well. But mostly I'm just in it just to see what's going on. You know, and I'm just like looking at it for whatever the reason. But that was the first part of the discussion. Like the video game aspect, I mean, Rockstar's on point. It's same as political content. It's just you gotta understand the most times you see people talking about the video game industry, they trying to say they're dying. It's not dying. You just got weak motherfuckers like yourselves killing gaming. And people just get away from y'all's toxic bullshit behavior from Reddit. Y'all the ones bringing up the term woke this, woke that. Twitter has not been woke since how long? And a lot of people think Twitter's woke. No, no, no. Twitter ain't a bunch of niggas. Stop it. Stop it. Twitter is very diverse. You got a lot of rainbow and fruits on there, but you do not have a lot of people that's no niggas don't fuck with Twitter like that. They'll fuck with TikTok before they do deal with that. This is a younger generation. I ain't talking about the older. The older niggas do, but the majority of it that's young do not fuck with Twitter like that because you got a lot of Reddit idiots in the back chats and frontward chats or whatever chats be lying on people all the time. So it's pretty much the same, man. Like, it's just like you see on panels on YouTube. You stay away from shit like that. It's a lot of racists amongst the chat. So I've been peeping this shit 2 years and prior. It's gotten worse. But shouts out to Sergeant William P, man. He broke that down to a syllable. And niggas get caught up on some bullshit and expect people to co-sign that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not there to be pleasing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not there to be just saying. I acknowledge the shit. I've been subscribed to certain YouTubers, but I just been focused on my content and I'm not even worried. We know Lil TP act crazy. He said the lessons of PNB Rock. I'm gonna watch that after I get done with this shit. You know, I know reggae is on and all that other shit. I've been into the reggae shit. Okay. Oh, yeah. But that's just how I look at it in so many words. But I mean, it's just like y'all know this. Sometimes I do 2 hours with this, and then normally a three if we have a long discussion or whatever. I have my standard with Sunday Madness. But anything y'all want to talk about, that's cool. But speaking of Westbrook, I mean, Westbrook's probably tired of going team to team, but Lakers kind of disappointed. But the Lakers are finished, bro. Like, I don't see why y'all sticking with it. But we'll get in the NFL in a minute. Let's go to the NBA. Let's see what's going on in the NBA. Let's go on to the NBA for a minute. NBA, because I talk about basketball a lot. Saturday, October 1st, preseason. I'm not a preseason guy. September 30th, Wizards and Warriors. What these sorry ass games, bro. Let's go on the news. Dennis Schroeder back with the Lakers. Yes. 2.64 million deal, agent says. Who is Nightingale Notebook? Tracy Thompson, brother of the NBA star Klay Thompson, has finally arrived. Draymond Green revealed why the Warriors players thought Steve Kerr was out of his mind when he t- when he took over the 2014. Yeah, typical shit. So it's pretty much it. Like that's just what it is. He said Tracy Thompson, brother of NBA Klay Thompson, has finally arrived. Oh, he plays with the Anaheim Angels. He plays with the Anaheim Angels. What's next with Armando selling out Los Angeles Angels? His brother plays baseball. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting look. Okay, cool. You know that. But that's just what it is. So Dolphins is looking good. Chiefs looking good as usual. It's still early. NFL still early. Texans still early. Titans got one loss. It's still early. Eagles is 1-0. Wow. Commanders. The Commanders is trash. They still the Skins. Fuck out of here. Giants. The Giants. It's trash. Get the fuck out of here. Cowgirls. Trash. Get the fuck up out of here. NFC West. Trash. I don't like the NFC West as much. Only team, it's nothing team I like. I said, fuck the NFC West. I don't like nobody in it. NFC North is okay. The only team I can tolerate is the Bears. The Lions, they're mediocre. They're trash. Packers, I don't really care for them. Vikings, I don't care. Bears, I'm neutral with the Bears. I'm neutral. They ain't one of my favorite teams. I'm neutral. I pick them in the playoffs every now and then. NFC South. The only team, to be honest with you, the NFC South would probably be the Saints. I don't like the Buccaneers or the Falcons. Buccaneers, I would, but they got Tom Brady. I'm like, nah. Used to, I remember the Buccaneers in 2001, but the recent Buccaneers now, no. I cut them off completely. I used to, they're my neutrals, but now they on the other side. Saints is the only one decent. Saints. Panthers trash, and how I feel. So Eagles is my favorite team of all time. NFC East all day. AFC East don't like anybody really in this AFC East. AFC West, the only ones I like that I personally like in AFC West, I grew up watching, even though I'm an Eagles fan, but I had three teams I like in the football. But the AFC uh, West that I like was Denver and Oakland. They were good. Those are my second and third favorite, but I always like the Eagles. Always liked them since the 90s. The only reason I like the Broncos, they had Elway at once upon a time. Raiders, Kaufman, and of course, everybody know there's Triple Jackson and all that. But it's pretty much the same. But the AFC North, I don't really care for it. Baltimore's okay. I'm not a fan of the Ravens, but Ravens okay. If I had to pick, if I was a fanatic of the AFC North, it would be the Ravens. Everybody else is just mediocre. You know how it is. you know how it is. I mean, I'm not big on the Ravens either, but I'm just saying, I'm just looking what y'all mind is at. So it's pretty much, sports has not changed a bit, but the fandom and trades come is pretty much the same. You just get out here and you expect people to get emotion and whatever and just found on things. But that's the thing about what this thing can do for you. So it's pretty much you just out here explaining yourself about what the sports world can be for you. You know what I mean? I'm just not really surprised about anything what's going on. So you know how I get down. And that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. So if you expect me to talk about other shit like some bullshit, I can talk about that like Thursday, whatever. I gotta see what's on my little list. I gotta I gotta see what's going on with these shots. Oh shit! I gotta talk about old girl, Sassy Leash. I'm gonna clown her this Thursday. It was last week's. Um, I think it was last Wednesday. Yeah, I gotta clown her ass. I gotta clown her fucking ass. Let's see. Aerodynamic. 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 See what we got here. Keep loving you. Ooh. Oh, I got it. Good, good, good. Do. We ain't gonna get to that. But Queen doing her thing. Let's get out of here. Yeah. I'll get some more shots. If I see some bullshit this week, I'll. Oh, was it a next? Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? Oh, Monday has a pineapple show. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna talk about this Thursday. Yeah, we're gonna talk bad. I'm gonna talk bad what she gonna bring on. I won't get the one this Monday, but like I said, you expect much in what you in return. You got people just talking about it all the time, but I gotta see some bullshit. I gotta see somebody be on the panel, whatever, And it's pretty much the same, Like you expect people to do more and just be into it, right? And that's just the thing, I don't expect people to like me right away. And that's just like, okay. Okay. And I don't know. But that's what you get into. So it's pretty much the same all the way around. And that's not saying that what's going on is not important. You know, you just the news gonna be the news. They'll be on some bullshit half of the time. So I gotta see what's going on news wise because I ain't been paying attention because I know they talking about the Ukraine and all that shit. Oh, excuse me. Fiona reaches hurricane strength, dumping the life threatening levels. Oh, there's gonna be a hurricane. Oh, Russian retreat in Ukraine leaves Putin under pressure at home. Yeah, yeah, they about to overthrow his ass. They about to overthrow his ass. Ah, he done fucked up the money. Now he's done. He done lost the war. Putin's new Ukraine problem. Even the war's biggest supporters are growing dissatisfied. The scale of the military political setbacks has become too vast for even state media and pro-war activists to ignore, experts. Insider says Putin's biggest threat is himself. Yep, is himself. Yeah, he's in bad shape. London Russian President Vladimir Putin has a problem. For more than 2 decades now, Putin expanded a grip on power has been predicted on his portrayal of strength and justified as an essential to Russian existence. Over time, at the political opposition and the independent media were gradually wilted, wilted away in Kremlin, and propagandists fostered a sense of inevitability and underpinning his continuing stewardship. Russian society, just as the Russian army, is decaying and falling apart because of corruption, and that's facts. That's facts. From the start, Putin's invasion of Ukraine has been presented to the Russian public, but in the countryside, the country's political elite, in very similar terms, this war was necessary to their existence. It was well planned, and with the near infamous space of home at home, there has been very little chance for yeah, maybe challenge. All this change over the past week has political leadership war activists to ignore. But the special operation has completely failed. Igor Gherkin, who gained notoriety as one of the main leaders of the Russian initial initial efforts to eastern Ukraine back in 2014, known as 2014, said in a video this week, "Since the March, we have had all full-fledged war, but until the Russian authorities, to the defense ministry and general staff, has behaved as if there is no war." They try to say it's no war and all this other shit. Yeah, I'm just from NBC News, of course. So yeah, they're a little biased and things like that. So it's pretty much what I'm seeing and what you get. So yeah, let's see this right quick. Yeah, it's 32. Yeah, let's share it. Let's share it, and then I'm going to put this. I'm gonna big this up in the screen just a minute and just read y'all the details and things like that nature. So it's pretty much it. I'm gonna see what's going on. And let's see if I can read this. Hold on for a minute. Yeah. All right. Last week, he declared the war already lost and warned his audience of nearly half a million viewers that the war would continue until Russia's total defeat. Gherkin's Gherkin is himself. Yeah, Gherkin. Okay, Gherkin is himself a controversial figure among marginal, the marginal but increasingly vocal group of the right-wing pro-war bloggers and activists who have thrived on the Telegram messaging service since the start of the war. Their views have traditionally run parallel to the official state media messaging, but are not firmly under the not firmly under the Kremlin's control. With Russian forces on the retreat, more and more they are accusing the leadership of betraying the troops. The Kremlin's is worried about this panic sentiment, said said Tarinia Tariana Tariana Stanyova, a non-resident scholar at the Carnegie Endowment, the Carnegie Endowment for the international peace. But the pro-war activists are seen as allies, but they are part of the board pro-Putin, pro-Putin consensus. But in Russia, but the disagreement is just about the tactics. So the Kremlin actually has limited means to deal with this camp, but they can turn against them and suppress them the same way they did to the liberal operation. Even the soldiers who have fought in what the Kremlin insists on calling its special operations are returning home, reducing to go back to the front of the challenging official narrative surrounding the war. As Ukraine retakes territory, videos are appearing online appearing to show massive amounts of equipment abandoned by retreating Russian soldiers. What you see, yeah, they finance this war, and there it is. So that's it. They talk about Putin and things like that. I'm just gonna show you what they said, and he has a problem in Ukraine. He underestimate those Ukrainians. Yeah, that's what they problem was. Oh shit, I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there. It went black for a minute. 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 I hope y'all caught that. I know it got a delay. That was my connection. Don't pay it no mind. Let me see something real quick. All right. Yeah. Restream act up. Yeah, so this is like the retreat and things like that. That's what they got on the news. So it's pretty much Ukraine and all this other stuff. So, you know, and that's how that looks. So that's just how it is. But and then how Russian trolls the help of keeping the women march out of the lockstep. Yeah, we ain't getting into that. But this hurricane, let's talk about this bad weather and hurricane. Talk about in Florida, things like that. But Fiona reaches hurricane strength, leaving all of the Puerto Rico without power. Note this contains the probable path of the storm, the center, but does not show the size of the storm, and the hazardous conditions can be outside of the cone. Yeah, they're showing you the hurricane Fiona and things like that. Um, Sunday, September 18th. And the current information, the center right now, it ain't hit Florida yet, but they say it's gonna be massive already. They're out ahead of us in things. So Hurricane Fiona overnight has been hurricane today, and it moved just to the south of Puerto Rico, bringing the tor- tor- torrential rain up to 25 inches to some parts of the island. And as of 2 p.m., the National Hurricane Center advisory said the center was located about 25 miles south of Ponce, Puerto Rico, with the maximized sustained winds of 85 miles per hour, moving west northwest at 8 miles per hour. Hurricane's force winds extended outward up to 140 miles with Sunday afternoon. Sustained wind tracked at Puerto Rican weather. The stations reported to be at 69 miles per hour. It's got a problem loading. Get my connection. See, that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. That's it's showing you pictures and shit, and that's just how it is. But it's pretty much it. You just expected what you get and what you see, what you can get. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I gotta make sure my connection is all right. Yeah, yeah. Stop it. Yeah, my connection be acting up every now and then. So that's pretty much it. So yeah, they was talking about the hurricanes and things like that. I gotta see first. Oh damn! Don't tell me. Don't tell me I can't get in it. Oh god. Not it's glitching. I don't want to restart. I don't want to restart. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't glitch on me now. Don't glitch on me now. Yeah, yeah, because it'd be glitching. Yeah, I had a lot of glitches today. Okay, so it's pretty much it. Like I'm just gonna get into it. Let's see. And then it was just trying to say in so many words, but and then Saturday night, of course, they talking about that anxiety of people. So it's pretty much the Orlando news and things like that. I'm gonna stop to share because I don't want to. It's acting up. My connection acts up all the time when it does something like that. It ain't restream. It's sometimes it's my internet connection. It's not the Ethernet. No, it happens every now and then. When you try to show shit, it works, but I don't like this T-Mobile connection. Sometimes they kind of a little janky, but it's on the cell phone. You gotta learn to live with. We get the full thing. So it's pretty much what I see is what it is. It's a little faster, but it's just like it's obvious at this point. But yeah, but if y'all want to look at Putin or whatever, I don't talk about him as much. But if you're pro Putin, yeah, they try to take everybody down. They ain't playing. That's why everybody's on it. But shouts out to Ty City and Ramil on underground TV, doing anything and doing anything as usual. It's like it's hard to put content on here, but I'm watching Yoki Stir, but she's from Miami. But shouts out to her. She saluted me yesterday, and she had like a little gun thing, but it's like an M249. That woman got 500 something subscribers. She did a Sig MCX Rattler 5.56 NATO, and those gun streams is awesome. It's pretty much it's like give or take, make it take it, bitch. Oh. Let me stop. I was singing Red Chief's intro, Chief Red's intro, but he always talk about Saints Row a lot. We listen at wild shit, but it's pretty much it. Like I understand that people just I know they're gonna watch the game, whatever. So football is what it is, but you got to understand, like people just gonna be what happens. They see what's going on, and I know everybody's talking about this red pill. So if you really red pill, just go out there and do the work. Don't worry about these hoes. I mean, they're a piece of distraction, but there's more than life than just them. You got to adapt and to survive and learn how to survive against this bullshit they put out here, especially these messages and movies and music. They already got everything hijacked. So it's pretty much you're in it on yourself. You're not really worrying about the next person. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to compete to get on top. And that's pretty much it. I'm just tired of the bullshit. I got too old to a certain degree. And you understand that you don't do that no more. So it's just like, I try not to doze off. Yeah, try not to doze off. Let me see what's going on here. Oh my God. Aspatria, yeah. These yardies are a trip. I remember them from the original the GTA 3. And these yardies are a fucking trip. They had that patois on. Yeah, patois. Yeah, they're patois. It's a Creole patois or cantress, which I want to call it. That's what they say in the music. Cantress. Cantress speaking people. But you know how it is. So it's been up and under, so we ain't gone an hour yet. So it's pretty much it. So as I can tell, but let me step away real quick. I'm gonna grab me some more water and I'll be right back. I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna go on mute. Whew, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to belch. But it is what it is. Man, she handled that thing like it ain't nothing. Y'all gotta understand, but that's when you look at it when a gun content creator comes up. But it's pretty much it. But that's just how we get down, man. It's pretty much the same, but niggas get tripping off of other shit, and then there it is. But that's how we get in. And I don't expect people to just come in there and act all crazy. I was like, oh hell, crazy. Oh, let me stop. I'm being silly right now, but it's pretty much it. Like that's all I talk about. But politics, we're gonna talk about socialism again this week. Wednesday, y'all be on the lookout for that. But Thursday thrills, we're gonna show you some screenshots like in the 40-minute mark. We gotta talk about these hoes on the pineapples. What's misleading these dudes with they thirsty dicks? Not thinking what they head because these hoes is laughing at them. The reject man. It's finding it funny. If I see one of you so-called ministering niggas over there, I'm destroying you with screenshots. And that's about it. Check, check, yeah. Oh, did that rhyme? Get the fuck out of here, little nigga. Little nigga. Yeah. About that. Yeah. But you know how it is. But expect a lot. Expect a lot from certain niggas. And you just like doing what you do. Damn, what y'all? Okay. Now it's working good, good, good. Because if I press too many things at once, these ad things, I ain't my video playing. So it's pretty much it. So, what is stealing cars and theft? I mean, but video game series called Grand Theft Auto series, right? Game, but it's a sandbox. But people forget it was a sandbox top down years and years ago. That was the original Grand Theft Auto. Number one from 61 to 69 London Grand Theft Auto Londons, right? And then two after that, you got spin-offs, and then you got number two. Then Grand Theft 3 and X version recognize what sandbox is. Again, it was top down. Also in 3D, you can see the person down. Very first three open world with a that series on his ass were standard. Still on top to this day. It was like what you're in the game from CD Projekt Red, but like idea is how we can be better than them. They out the sandbox. So Grand Theft Auto is not the games that do that, and an open world and things like that. A lot of maps and stuff. You see it in their series of games that you play. If you haven't never played them, I suggest y'all play them to see what the story is about. Their stories is okay. Play their games. It's more than just about cars. You got to collect a lot of shit and do the work. That's the trip about the whole thing. They got guides on it, mission guides in the community, and they be like, all right, this is great. But when GTA 5 came out, that's probably one of the last relics of what you've seen in the previous GTAs have done and changes. So the HD era is GTA 4 from GTA 6. So, but the main theme of their game is not just about Grand Theft Auto and cars. That's their secondary thing. But their main theme is corruption and police officers. And certain stories got lores in them from. If you play the first game, they had multiple protagonists, just like all of them from 61 to 69 to GTA 2. So it's kind of weird, like if you look at it that way, that's the lore of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta understand that's the thing that we gotta look at. I saw a comment on DJ Kuda's replays and streams, and I was looking at it like, okay. And someone wrote, these dudes don't need mics to not to need upgrade. That's what people always say. And I kind of disagree with most people. You do. When you're competing against a certain group of people on the internet, you're going to have to comply to that. So it's pretty much the same. And that's just about it. Okay. So the Grand Theft Auto games, I got the Grand Theft Wiki up on the screen. I would love to show y'all and just get into it. Just pretty much it. So, oh, it's lagging. Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that coming. And sometimes, it's on my end, but whatever. It's just like you just see it all the time, but that's how it is. Yeah, it's my internet acting up. I don't know why. I don't know why this going on. But it's pretty much, let's see what's going on here. 13 views in. Okay. Let's see something real quick. Okay. Before I drop the link or anybody. I don't like resetting my shit. Connection and all that. Yeah, I'm going to get it off of that. I have to move like this. So I can just, yeah. I'm going to put this on, maximize it. Maximize it. All right. Okay. Yeah, y'all know who that is. That's Michael DeSanta and all that. Okay, this is all the series of Grand Theft Auto. This is the newest one. That's number 6. That's just the symbol what it's gonna look like. That's just in beta. It's gonna be in Vice City. But as you can tell, they got these spin-offs like London's, like 61, 69. And these are GTA 1, GTA 2, and this game are top-down open world games. Now, from there's a cutoff. 1, 2, and the Londons. Number 3 from San Andreas is 3D. The original, if you played the original, these 3, they are 3D sandboxes, open world crime game. This is more of the HD thing. GTA 5, same thing. Online, this is the online. You got to play this online. That's why they call it Grand Theft Auto Online. It's separate from the 5th game. So it's pretty much it. But GTA 4 and GTA 5, fun fact, has the same engine. I don't know why people don't talk about it. So then you got the mobile experiences. This is the PlayStation Portable. You can also play this mobile. That's the Liberty City Story. Liberty City Stories is a backstory to the 3rd game. Vice City Stories is a backstory to Vice City. Lost and Damned is the story. It's another protagonist named Johnny. It's in GTA 4. This is also in GTA 4, The Battle of Cape Tony. That's what it says. One of my personal favorites. I've 100% it before. Good story. It shows the brightness, but here's the thing. It's a lot of darkness underneath the brightness as well. They got missions. They got radio stations. They got vehicles. They tell you about the games, the characters, and the weapons. Now, the weapons, we're just going to show you what they're about. They have weapons in the game. It's a crime-based simulator game. So, I'm just showing you the wiki and things that weapons in number 1, 2, 3, Vice Cities, San Andreas, and all the way down to number 5. So it's pretty much it. All the pistols in the game. I'm just showing y'all, and there's MP5 and things like that. This is in Grand Theft Auto, so it's pretty. The games that you're seeing right now, submachine guns, shotguns, is pretty much it. So it's whole 9 years. Then you see the minigun, the Gatling gun, or whatever. But if y'all want to see more of this, y'all can see more of the website. So I'm just gonna post this in the chat. And I talked about video games earlier, what changes and what adds to it. And I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna paste this. And yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing for a minute and just knock it down. Put that on the back burner for a little bit, whatever. That's pretty much it. And I don't know what's happened on my connection. It's just acting all funny. But it always go back to green and shit. Turn the stream off. It could be the stream deck or whatever, but software it can handle it or whatever. But it's like, you just do what you do. On go back to Metal Gear Solid. Sometimes I'm probably live streaming from a cell phone. That's the same. We're fighting for it. I'm just not gonna just turn the cell phone off. I gotta look at stuff on it to explain my points. I ain't gonna let no T-Mobile internet connection stop me. I'm just not gonna do that. So you got to look at what you got. So yeah, I was looking at it and talk about the stuff that if y'all ain't played or whatever, but it's pretty much the same. And I was talking about that earlier. So, and I was playing their newest ones and all that stuff. So playing classics for years. Still love San Andreas and all that. But I was looking at their crime game, like they had a lot of political satire or satirical content. It's pretty much you just in here and in there and there's that stuff. So they see your videos and all that. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that. Let me see my settings. I'm gonna see if that works. Yeah, yeah, that works. I dropped it. Okay, that worked. So it's like I don't want to see high definition, but it works. It works. So it's like okay. Go in for a minute. Yeah, a lot of people just going in. Oh, okay, good. Appreciate it, y'all. I know I got that one dislike, but talk about the queen. That's gonna be, it'll be awful. But I showed you the symbolism, but it's pretty much it. So yeah, I'm just gonna be on my own code on my. Oh shit. Okay. Let's see something real quick. Yep. If anybody wants to come up, copy and paste it down here for a minute. Just it is open discussion if y'all want to come up. So that's pretty much it. So let's see something real quick. We gotta pin it. Normally I'm just like, okay, yeah, that's it. But video games and things like that nature. So it's pretty much like I'm not really shocked by what's going on in people. That stuff is it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So that's the context of the content of what you have in so many words. So it's pretty much the same. So I'm pretty much like what you see and what you get. So if you understand that that's the gist of everything, it is what it is. Like you expect more than anything else. So yeah, I showed you all the weapons they got on there and stuff like that. We didn't show you all the details of the missions, but that's just basically what you have, and I know people don't play video games like that. I use them as a hobby or whatever, just get away from certain madness and things like that. I got a lot of stuff to do outside of video games, but that's a whole nother story about me. But people stripping, I was noticing people stripping about the new Saints Row. They just went crazy and they act like, man, this is this and that, and they keep saying, well, woke is just another term for saying nigga. They just replace the N word. They say, oh, he's woke, he's this and that. You got to be careful. Those are code words for saying nigga, like thug and all that. I'm on that today. Yeah, I'm on that today. So it's right. It's pretty much like what you have is what you're spoken to, right? And that's pretty much it. People are gonna get tired. They're gonna talk about certain things, and I'm just like, okay, we're here now. So you get what you get. So if we really get into the motions of it, it's pretty much I don't see it. I don't see it. That's just how we get down. But sports is sports. Why not? People get talking into the sports. I talk about sports a little bit, but I don't be having a radio guy and podcast. That's it. So y'all expect me to do whatever, but I mean, let me go on mute for a minute. If anybody wants to come up, y'all can speak on your mind about anything political, sports wise, or whatever. But the video game thing, that's a common trend one I've been into. So let me go on mute and I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back at it. But it's pretty much you just see people just coming through, passing through. But if not, this will be on the 2 hour mark. So I know everybody's watching football, but that's pretty much normal in Sunday Madness, because sometimes 2:30 Eastern, I usually in around 4 something. So you know what I mean, because I ain't gonna have a long live stream and just talk about a bunch of bullshit. But you know what I'm saying. But it's pretty much normal, you know. So you got to be mindful of that. You got to be mindful of what's going on and expect much from people. You know what I mean? That's how people get down. But you know, oh man, I gotta yeah. I hope it don't leak into it as much. And I know people was talking about that. Microphones are not important. And that's a YouTube problem. A lot of people try to say it's a black problem. Someone was saying that in the chat. He had one of those old streams on playback. I I be looking at people's streams from my mobile on my mobile phone, and they have this automatic feature and it plays they shit, right? If you get the mobile app on YouTube. And saw one of his old videos, and someone in the comment section I'm very familiar with said that microphone upgrades is not important. I kind of disagree. When you're going against guys like Alvin Priest types or Flims and Flamsy, aka Fresh and Fit, all them idiots, they have microphones for a reason. Because if you do cam up and show your face, which I came up without a microphone, but I do have a microphone now talking to with y'all on this subject or whatever. A lot of people don't care, and that's fine. They just hear the audio, and that's good. Make sure the audio's clear and good. But if they find out that you're not on one, they just not going to talk to you. I mean, stuff be boring. They think it's cool, but they don't want you on the air. I mean, you have a voice, but they're going to get tired of you. You know what I mean? But they trust that mics are not important. They've always been important, especially on YouTube. And since inception, before they had the Blue Yeti and all that other stuff. A lot of people just want to be hating on something they just have no idea. And once they get into it, that's the way to communicate with people. Once you have a setup and a nice microphone and things like that, I got to stand over here uh, in this board to keep it mounted and whatever. So it's pretty much it. Yeah, I ain't got the proper studio yet. Eventually, I will. Not in no rush because I'm testing the waters out with this and make sure the content will be fluid. You know what I mean? Because one thing for sure, I'm seeing for what it is, and I'm just like, all right, we talked about that, but people don't go outside as much, but the pandemic done changed that. Everybody's blowing each other's brains out. I gotta watch what Sergeant Willie Pete would say about that PNB Rock situation, even though he's from Philly. He said, what's the name of that recording he did? It's called The Lessons of PNB Rock. I might give y'all a share to that. Y'all need to listen to that. That's some good shit. It's basically what I'm saying. If he sound basically what I'm saying is stay away from that shit. But you gotta understand something. YouTube has been fragmented for years. I just don't see why people get on the point and just understanding what's going on, right? But you gotta understand, a lot of people just don't like when people do content and they show microphones and things like that, and they think that's an issue. To me, it's not an issue. Like if you have a microphone, that's fine. You can do it as content. Make sure you do what you're supposed to, and people get upset when you use one. I know a lot of people like that, and they're so fucking emotional. And that's why I don't talk to people like that. They're wasting my time. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember 2 years ago, it wasn't a thing that mattered, but it actually mattered if you're competing against some people that talk shit about you. You better upgrade your shit before you get to that situation. Because their followers look at you like you're crazy, but most of them are idiots anyway. They're all idiot ass, narcissistic losers. They ain't got no life, ain't got no mindset. That's why I don't listen to stupid people on the internet. I really don't. And if they come from Reddit, tread lightly over here and then look at them inside eyed. I tell those people they tread lightly over here because I don't play that bullshit. Y'all be out of this chat room immediately. I'm glad I don't have an audience as big just yet. But if I ever get one, if I ever get an opportunity, because knowing YouTube, I don't trust it. The audience is what it is. I don't need a fucking another website to boost my shit. I just really don't. I don't have those problems. Everybody's trying to compete who is being targeted and all that. Like y'all niggas, get the fuck out of here. Y'all niggas is weak. Y'all niggas is food. Hell, I've been targeted for like 10 years and prior. They knocked my first channel out, and some niggas just took advantage of it, and I had to cut those niggas off. And that was a long time ago. That was for me. And then video game content came in like somewhere around '09, and then it flirted past the so-called, the Hebrew Israelites that I was in. But I do support the doctrine. I still support Elder Young One. Our doctrine it solidified what it is. But everybody else, they on some bullshit. I've always been saying that. I said that when I came back doing these live streams last year and have a ton of views and things like that. Everybody's on some bullshit. It's the same repeat of history, man. Like y'all gotta let that shit go. And that's what we did. We took our time. So to say that I ain't doing that, the fuck out of here. What have y'all been doing? I'm just making some content and just get the fuck up on. If they want us to participate, that's fine. I just give y'all the opportunity, whatever, and feel comfortable coming over here. So it's pretty much like one and the same. Like I see people change up all the time, and that's just pretty normal, especially when you see in these live streams. It's a lot of fakeness going on, but you deal with it and you move accordingly, and you just like, all right. Well, someone posted that mics don't even matter. Like in some aspects, your statement can sound true, but 9 out of 10, that's not true. They do matter because if you're using it on a cell phone, from my experience, people's gonna question phones this 2 years ago. I and I decided to get a microphone. So first, when I tried to tell y'all USB, I showed y'all outside. Now I got better microphones now. I deal with that shit, and I just use. I hate to say this audio interface. I know they said, "What's that?" It's USB audio is connected to your laptop or computer, whatever. It's pretty simple, and then you put the XLR cables, loop it around, and hook it up. Or if you want a handheld like me, like I'm holding it right now, it's looped up to the audio interface, and the modulator, or whatever you want to call it, into this and me speaking to y'all. So tech reviews, I don't watch it as like I used to. I'm into other things, but ain't, ain't nothing come out just recently. A few good interface microphones and stuff like that. So don't post that on Kuda shit. It was an old stream he got. It's pretty. I see people just for what they are. Like a lot of people hate the fact microphones carry weight, and especially in broadcasting media. If you're not built like that, stop fucking live streaming. Period. Without a microphone. I tell people that all the time. If you stream with a laptop or cell phone, that's cool. But 9 out of 10, don't beef with people that you ain't got no content on. Always, always mind ready. Y'all, that type of work, it's pathetic. You know, y'all get mad over some dumb shit and then expect people to get mad at you and all this other shit. That's not who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to persuade anybody to like me or whatever. It's not a requirement, bro. This shit I could take very seriously as content. As a content creator, I understand that people ain't gonna like you regardless of what you say, good or positive or negative. Most people are full of shit. And this has been going on forever. You know, I gotta get my shit off because I already talked about important topics of the day, like the video game industry. It's been changed, it's been on the bullshit, and then news and sports and whatever. But when you got bitch ass niggas worrying about women all day, that makes us look soft as black men. And I have a very big problem with that. And I've been noticing that for 2 years. And thank goodness I've learned this and not try to get super mad on here because most of these things been fake for a long time. I've been saying that for a long, long time. And it's nothing new. Like, if y'all ain't gonna change nothing, just shut the fuck up and step aside and let the youngsters do it. And that's how I look at it in so many words. But people just need to get off of it, man. Like, if y'all can't deal with it, just go sit down. If you can't podcast, don't speak on it. Don't speak on it. Like, I always tell people, it's okay to upgrade. Just be consistent with the fuck you're doing. Like, especially on YouTube, anybody can pre-record and make a live stream out of it. Use your recording and then premiere it and do whatever. That's not hard. Hard part is live stream, maintain the audience and get them attention. That's the hard part. I've done that last year. This year is kind of like by association, people just don't want to fuck with you no more. And that's cool, because I've learned to deal with that all the time, especially my last job I used to have. And it gets like that. People gonna get tired of you 95% of the time in your content. And I respect that. I respect it. Just tell me up front, and then if we bump into each other on the panels, I'm not speaking to your ass. You made it clear. You made it what it is, and I move forward on that. But you got to be mindful of who you have on your platform. People say a whole lot of shit to fuck your shit up. And that's why I'm mindful now who I have on my platform over here, talk about something else. And now everybody's talking about the news and sports, whatever, that's small distractions, which is great for the men. But the bullshit's still there. Racism, the color struck isms. It's just these niggas is too color struck. They love these type of bitches all the time. And the very ones they hate always say fucking them. Stop complaining or get a different palette. That's all I'm saying. But you niggas is so fake on here. I can't even tell who's who on here. It's like Curly and Mo's show, a Curly and Bob type bullshit. But I ain't gonna get into that. But you niggas is weak. And it's been like that forever, man. Like, forever is understanding what's going on. Because you got a lot of niggas thinking this thing will change forever, but it's not. It's not. It's not. Antoine Dance finest list after 50 trying to play catch up. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. We got some bullshit. Oh shit. Ah shit. We know that nigga's a failure. A lot of fuck niggas over there, and then you got Mal Manor fuck, aka Anger Man over there. I don't fuck with, but it's trash. But he did. I have to give him some credit to the Mal Manor fuck. He. I saw this on Bala X's channel. Shouts to Bala X. He was going against the goddamn slug. The slug loves pedophiles. Fuck that damn slug bitch, man. She's sluggish as hell. That's why I call her the goddamn slug. She looks sluggish. Ain't nobody want to worn up ass pussy like that. Who the fuck thinks she is? She's nobody. But it's like all these hoes is trash. They've been garbage, but since day one. But that's just what you get on the internet. I don't chase after no internet bras on YouTube or any of these sites. They're fake as hell and they hoes. Deal with that shit and then move on. So you pretty much in it in the limelight. So people need to just chill out. Like so you don't need a microphone to enhance your content. Sir, when you go against guys that have bigger names than you, and then what they use microphones, sir. And if they're trying to be on television, that's what you're gonna need, motherfucker. It matters. They're gonna put it in your lips and bro say, what you gonna tell me what's going on in the world today? And niggas don't want to hear the truth, but Bakuda's telling them right, and certain people tell them right, and they still won't listen. They still won't listen because they're so goddamn stupid and stubborn, and they don't want to upgrade their shit and their sound. Sound matters. Always been mattering since day one. And I've said it myself. I didn't think I was going to upgrade like this, but I want to do something different on my channel prior to what I've talked about years ago. See, years ago I was on that revolutionary shit. It's just a little different now. I just don't really speak on it no more because niggas ain't with it. Because you got a lot of sellout coons on the internet on all spaces, black spaces, wherever spaces. Everybody's a sellout on here. They ain't really about that work. I'm the only one that's about that work to make change, to affect change, and actually do the work. Elections is one thing, but it's the doing and signing laws another. That's what makes a big difference. So if you got somebody like that, please be advised that that's how I'm gonna look at it, right? So please be advised. I'm not gonna look at the same thing that most people look at. I'm one of those people, I get it done. Like if I see content that I'm gonna talk about, I'm gonna talk about it. If it's important, I will. But nigga content in general, I ain't gonna call it beef. I call it nigga content because y'all niggas ain't beefing like that. Y'all hoes in real life. But nigga content, y'all can say it sells. It don't sell. It's garbage. If you want to be successful in black areas, and I agree with Nate, is you got to trash that fucking woman. And that's sad and it's pathetic. That'll get died out real soon. But shouts out to Ty City and Ramil going to doing the underground thing. That helping them with numbers. There, I got the base, but these niggas gonna sit on and talk about it on Anton's like a little bitch. And Mal Manor fuck him too, and fuck the rest of them niggas that support him. I just don't deal with fake niggas over here. Do a real shit. But the ones that like Angry Man, that's cool. You know what I mean? I ain't got no issue with y'all. It's just the fake motherfuckers that was on Ramil's, and shouts out to Ramil for saying that. They've always been fake, bro. Just don't fuck with them. Just cut their ass deep. Fuck every last one of them. Just be the bad guy that you are. And it works. I'm telling you from experience, I'm going to tell you, this shit is going to work. Just got to cut your ties with a bunch of idiots on here. And that's why I remain what I am, especially on here, because it's getting ridiculous. Because I'm doing less shit next year, and I might drop pre-records and then move the fuck on. And that's it. I'm not trying to live stream forever for the next 2 to 3 years. No, I'm gonna do it again 2 days in 1 week, and that's it. And then drop a recording, whatever. that's gonna be my actual content. I stopped caring about shit. Once I got the mic stick and everything else, just to show you I don't give a shit. I got the microphone to back up what I'm saying, but it's pretty much the same, man. Like, they talk about the same shit, but when I drop a recording, that's it. I'm not gonna do a live stream all the time. Y'all not gonna see me around as much. But in 2024, yeah, I'm gonna be very, very well prepared. I'll be back on 2023, but the next year after is pretty much the same. So it's like, wow. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So you just gotta look at it. I know people don't like me very well, so that's how I'm gonna be well received. So you just gotta look at it and take it as a grain of salt, and don't worry about the shit. No, yeah, I don't sound boxy as hell. So if anybody want to come up, that's cool. But if not, I got the next hour, and I'll kill this, and then just be on my merry way because I ain't gonna stay on here that long. Because I'll have to watch that recording with Sergeant with P. He said the lessons of PNB Rock. I know people still talking about his death. They mourning. I'm not mourning about that shit. Y'all gotta let that shit go. That shit, wow. A lot of these ads slow down your computers too. Let me see something real quick. What was in GTA 3? Let me get up here real quick. Yeah, tabs. I know tabs slowed down too, memory and shit. I know about my computer and shit. It don't happen like that. But it's like you expect people to do more, right? So I'm turning something up real quick. I expected to do more, so I'm gonna go to the other one, so it won't bleed into it. All right, yeah. So we're gonna be smooth for a bit. I put this other one back. If I can put it one back, hold on for a minute. So yeah, I'm gonna lean back for a minute. I'm just get on my little super duper cardioid mess. Sounds smoother. But you got people just talking shit and do what they do. And I'm guilty of all of it. I'm no angel. Now here, we all talk our shit. We don't give a shit. I talk bad about everybody. Most people ain't shit. They want to bitch and complain. Stop bitching about these hoes, man. Get your life right. Stop being Laffy says, stop being a cunt. That's what the British people say. Stop being a cunt. No. That's what you niggas gonna do. Y'all niggas ain't gonna do shit. Y'all failures, bro. Stop it with the bullshit. It is what it is. It is what it is. So when you got people just talking bad about you, that's pretty much uh, it's pretty much noticeable. But it also says you've made it. You made it to a way that people is just gonna dislike you for a minute. So I'm not saying that anybody subscribes to my channel and they're not gonna like it as first. I mean, I got some old shit I used to talk about back in the day. I'm not interested in it. That them days is dead. Like nobody's interested in it. I saw that last year and I'm like, nah, they ain't interested in it. If they were interested in it, they would take a lot of information and data and things like that. Oh, well, that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with people that just don't want to deal with reality. They be online and have all these trauma bonding experiences. It's like a religion. I did a stream on that on Sunday Magic y'all can watch. And that shit's wild, man. And this is on a different software. and I had to pay extra. And I said, nah, I had to switch to this for the time being. But if I ever go back to it, I'm gonna use that as a one day. But this one, I'm definitely keeping for pre-record. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. Yeah, I know I can stream with this one, and I won't keep this one for a minute. But the other one, I won't use that for something else. I won't use that for something else. If I have to use it, it's gonna be it. But I'm not gonna make it standard. And just understand that. And I'm not using no weak ass OBS either. Damn sure not using that. I don't care about lighting. See, when people that sound like that and these niggas sound like that, they think lighting is important and camera up is important. Technically, that's not true. It's audio is important. Once you get your audio right, everything else goes slowly and smoothly. People just don't like the person that's talking about things like this. See, I'm one of the very few people understand it and understand how YouTube works. And YouTube is not about how it works. It's understand how they can fuck with you if you're like a political person, talk about revolutionary stuff. They're gonna block you every time. They're gonna block some of your videos. They're gonna make sure you're not gonna be successful in views. That's why I'm where my numbers at is where it is. Because and the sorry ass website. So another website, I will get views. If I'm talking about something important, somebody's gonna comment on that shit. See, only Google/YouTube knows what people say and do. That's why this site in the next 5 or 10 years, I'm not going to this because nobody's not going to be on this bitch that long. Everybody's leaving the shit. It's dying. I told you about the video game industry. Dying. It's becoming indie now. You got to create your own shit. Sports, somewhat of dying, but it's the empire has to have a real makeover. You heard what they said about Putin. Yeah, he's having a makeover too, but he's not really saving his land. So it's hurting both sides. So it's pretty much it. But you know, a lot of times when people expect you not to care, and I really don't at this point because I realize that people are gonna say what the hell they're gonna say, and I just don't give a shit at this point because I'm at the age like I don't give a fuck about none of you niggas or anybody on the internet because y'all fake to me, bro. Like in person, y'all would never say that in my face. I highly doubt it because you niggas been fake since day one. So once you do live streams enough, you see people who they are, you already know. That's just way it's set to be. And then you got these dudes thinking they're the master teacher or grand master teacher, which they're pathetically garbage and fake utilitarian motherfuckers that they are, claiming he's utilitarian Blackfield. I mean, fuck out of here, dude. Like, dude, you support sexual deviants and pedophiles. And I said it, and I don't care who heard me said it on this stream. You tell that bitch ass nigga I said it. Fuck him and his species. Fuck the older generation and minds and airbusses that think like him. Fuck them too. Take that Reddit bullshit off of YouTube. I'm okay with that. YouTube did the right thing. Take that Reddit right wing racist bullshit on you. That's what's hurting Google and you. If Google and YouTube was such of a great site, get rid of that shit. They're already doing it. They're not doing it fast enough. Get rid of the niggas that think like that. If you want to have a left, what do is it's not about freedom. It's about ideology and bullshit. Niggas won't fight over what 10 years ago in the cis community. They was doing that bullshit again. It's shit that I dealt with 10 years ago. That's all the fuck it is. It's all about some goddamn ideology shit. I don't understand why niggas don't get the big picture. That's what they're looking at. Especially the government. They looking at that as, are you a threat to society? Money and power don't mean shit to them. It's the power behind what you're saying and the presence in their little shit. That's just the thing. And that's how I understand why people just don't give a shit anymore about YouTube. So it's pretty much people are done with it. But when you get to a certain level and then certain subscribers, you're pretty much done. I mean, if you get a little growth there and there, that's cool. When I leave the shit, it's gonna matter to people to some degree. And like I said, what is it gonna matter? The younger people, it ain't gonna be the older people, and they'll tell you their age. You be like, oh damn, you young, listen to me. That's a great sign, But you got other people listen to who they want to listen to, and that's fair. And I was the same way when I was their age. I look back at it now, it ain't much, nothing much changed. So they have points, and that's how I look at it. But you gotta understand something. Most people they just gonna look at it like, all right, this ain't no big deal. But you gotta understand, like a lot of people, they just want to be seen to be heard on panels and stuff, and try to flex on people and all that stuff. Like me, that don't bother me. I was like, y'all can flex all you want to in person. I'll knock your shit loose and leave it laying there on your body. Fuck out of here. Always respect the killer, man. I don't care about that shooting. People acting crazy and getting set up and getting killed over a weak establishment restaurant. Y'all got to get y'all's life right before y'all talk to me. I ain't got time to fight stupid motherfuckers. That's pretty much it. But if you notice, people are not caring anymore, and I'm just not really upset about the climate, what's going on in the world. I'm just telling it like it is. When I used to talk 10 years ago, I was rougher than this. See, I'm nicer now, but back then when I was younger, while I was like going on 24 years old, I was vicious with this voice, with the information I brought out, and I was going against niggas in the so-called conscious community, and they're unconscious that they are a bunch of bitch ass niggas. What you're doing now, and then fighting over some goddamn ideology. Now, my ideology comes from the historical facts and things like that, but that's just me personal belief. I mean, y'all can call it opinion, whatever, but that's what I still believe that. I just don't hear nobody else refuting what I'm saying because they so anti this and that. And I don't do the scripture talk no more because niggas are sensitive about that. I stopped doing a lot of shit 10 years ago, what I used to do in those years. I can't go back to that type of content because people don't want to hear that. It's all about being successful at the end of the day. If you have a certain audience, your success is through them. And that's just basically what it is. It's a form of control, and you got to do what you got to do. Not everybody's going to be on this thing forever. And you expect people to do more. But like I said, people just, I know they're enjoying the football game and things like that. But shouts out to everybody that's watching this pro football game and sports. That's cool. The great distraction right there. But y'all don't have to listen to me because y'all can listen on the playback. But that's pretty much it. Um, like I said this week, you already know we're gonna talk about socialism. I'm gonna go in depth on this one and read a little bit, of course. And I gotta do it. And it's pretty much I'm like, all right, excuse me, I belched for a minute. I was drinking so good and I was like, get the fizz out. Keep my head in sync because I'm nodding off and shit. Brain is going to sleep. Shit, I had some good sleep last night, but I don't know why I'm nodding off. I guess I get enough water in my system, but it's pretty much it. So you see this going on, and you just like saying, "Okay, we're here," and expecting much. So it's like that's what you see. You see this shit, and you be like, "All right, we here," and it's just what it is. You just got to expect more out of people. So I'm not angry about certain things. I just want people to get that shit right. That's all. That's all there's to it. You know? I expect people to be misguided and continue with it or whatever. So yeah, a lot of stuff that I'm talking about now is it's just more modern. People are in this school shooter terroristic mode and expect people to just talk about it normal days, right? So you gotta understand people are changing, man. Like people's living their lives different, and you gotta see the rage in people's eyes. Violence will come. That's part of Armageddon. Is a lot of stuff. You got your basics in the water. And that's how I'm gonna look at it. You know, one thing about me when I got into this, I felt like this is gonna be nice for me to learn and just expand or whatever. And that's how it's gonna be. But that's how I look at it nowadays. Try not to doze off, but it's pretty much it. Get my specs on. But we talked about a lot. I've dropped y'all a couple links, and if y'all want to look at it or whatever, and just look over it. Yeah, the Grand Theft Wiki. Talk about the weapons and stuff, and then I talked about Putin earlier. His shit is done, man. Y'all can't expect much in that war. That war is not a 10-year thing. No, this is short lived. And Russia has no plan. They was saying it on France 24, and they had an interview. This was like months ago, and they was like saying they have no plan. And this is somewhere around the spring, I believe, or early winter or the spring, when I was good with certain individuals at the time. And it's pretty much, but that's how I look at it in so many words. But you got people just want to hound at you and shit. But me, I'm just been chilling. I've been good, just relaxing is good. It's a Sunday. Everybody's enjoying football. I am too, but I'm enjoying a lot of other stuff too because I'm not really distracted on bullshit a lot. They say you raggedy bitches. She said you raggedy. She's a commander's. She said, "Do you want to fight?" And that means she's a former Redskins fan, but she just crotch it. But I can't give y'all to her. He needs to be thirsty. So who's these weirdos? They always call somebody a weirdo. And that's how you gonna look at it. You know. Let's see what's going on for a second. I'll be right back. Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. Oh, hope that didn't bleed. How that is so fucking annoying sometimes. Yeah. Don't worry, the studio will come real sooner or later, as y'all think. The fuck is this? She's discussing. Mm, mm, mm. Everybody's on fire. Oh, it's 82. Oh, 82. It'd be cold tonight. Be chilling. My nose be all splurging up. Yeah, fall's coming. Fall's coming. It's gonna be 92 Tuesday. Damn, it's gonna be warm. Well, it's gonna be hot. Oh shit. Where is this? Child, let me go finish my Sunday cleaning. P, she mad about the game loss. She's a former Skins fan, but she's a oh my god. I was looking at Twitter post, but it is what it sounds that people want to root for a team that change the man to Commanders, but the white man is so goddamn petty. That's petty what he did. How he, you know, yeah, yeah. My internet straight, but damn, yeah. Sometimes it acts up like that, but you know, yeah. She was tripping. Yeah, let me see something real quick. Boom. Yeah, I don't want to switch it on my phone and shit. Damn, it's a 15. Yeah, day trial. Oh my god, is that gonna be the new internet? Is that gonna be the problem? Yeah, let me turn that off. See what's going on here. Oh, someone dipped. Okay, okay. She was looking at a game. Yeah. Okay. Let me look at something real quick. Michigan, blah blah. Yeah. Let me look at Rockstar game because I can't look at it on the computer and shit. Cause I look. I'm gonna put it back on the laptop. That's the drawback with it. If it's ever been strong, yeah, you gotta have that spot connected. But oh, my mother's dog is tripping. I don't want to leak through the fucking audio and shit like that. But that shit gets annoying. But she just wants a lots of fucking attention. It's pretty much they all are. Them little fucking dogs. They do. They want all the attention for themselves. Hungry as hell. Always thinking about food 24/7. But them dogs they crazy as hell too. They got characters. You got to whoop them with a little bitty piece of paper, and they start screaming. Well, they're worse than children. They're like children, but worse. Just spoiled as hell. You know what I'm saying? But you do what you do. So I'm just looking at it like, okay, the game. I'm like, what's the score? I'm like, oh, I don't see what's the score on the NFL. Hold on. Let's see what's the score up here. Let's see what's the score. Ravens 38, Dolphins 42. Oh shit. It's not looking good to y'all Ravens. Super Bowl 56. You had Super Bowl 55, Super Bowl 56. Super Bowl 56. Let me stop. Let's think about a reggae song. Oh damn! 36-27. So the Washington Commanders, right, got destroyed by the Lions. 36-27. Damn, Detroit don't whoop that ass. Yee! You Commanders are trash. Get the fuck out of here. I thought y'all was gonna. Y'all ain't played nobody. Lions done whooped your ass. God damn. Somebody tripping. Somebody tripping. Somebody tripping. Somebody tripping. 36-27. God damn. I see. I see why y'all tripping. And I don't know. Connections, be quiet. That's that T-Mobile. You know, I'm gonna deal with that. Not switching. It works, but I'm not switching, but it's pretty much it. I'm not using on anything else to make sure that shit works. You can't trust the internet like that. But that's just how I look at it. But you got people just get cut off and be like, "Hey, we expected more," and that's how you look at it. But Sundays is usually, and it's sunny and it's not gonna rain the rest of the week, so it's gonna be cool the rest of the week. So it's pretty much like what you see right now. But I've been chilling, man. And okay, my boy's on GTA 5. All right, good, 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 because it's pretty much it. So let me see something real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, it's working now. All right, let me take it off this shit. I'll look at Trevor and them later. But it's just like I see it this all the time. But people are just acting crazy. I'm pulling up. I'm sounding smooth right now, but I'm a smooth shit. But I'm just gonna Looking for a minute. Super duper cardio. He said, "What about it? Tune the thoughts of old Negroes." Nick Taylor's cool. I'm not gonna lie. I warned y'all about the dangers of dining in Los Angeles restaurants. Oh shit. Gully TV flashback. May 22. Yeah, they kill each other over there, but dining in LA restaurants. It's leaked by reaction. What I think happened. It's leaked by a hacker. Oh, okay. The professional that does Grand Theft Auto content. I won't watch this shit. It's leaked by a hacker. Transit Green Gorilla's retarded. Like, who cares, bro? Like, dude, y'all lame. Y'all got them in your circle. Only I don't I don't understand why people get upset. He said, I warned y'all the dangers of let me see Grand Theft Auto for a minute. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say that for later. Yeah. So, 2 hours is about to approach. So it's pretty much, I'm just gonna go in and do my thing. So I'm just like, let me yeah, I got my other mic hooked up. So okay. I'm gonna hook this. So I'm just gonna see right now. Oh my trusty, but the dog's acting up in the background. Let me unplug this. Hold on for a minute. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because I'm not really tripping on right now. But I was gonna use a different one. I said, you know what? I'm gonna save that for Wednesday for political talk. I'm gonna say that for Wednesday. But if something has my mic, I got to back up. I got to back up. I got to back up, right? I got to back up. Back up. Nigga, back up. That's why we back up. We back up. Mm-mm. We back up. Mm-mm. Let's think about that boxing game. Nigga, back up. and that's how it is. He said, when is this politics talk? Yeah. I'm gonna talk about socialism. Yeah, I gotta go in on it. Yeah, it's like what I talked about last year. I'm gonna try to go in depth on this one, add more information. I'll be ready for that one. That one's gonna be like I'll say an hour or 2 hour. It depends. It'll be an hour or 2 hour. I'm not gonna read much, but I'll add some context in it. And someone asked for it, but that's cool. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just expect it. What I'm gonna talk about it, but I'm gonna give the science to y'all. It's pretty much like I've seen lately. But that's how it is. But when you get that political talk in, you got to because I talk about current events and politics anyway. I mean that's what I'm into now. And since the recent events of Putin and all them other guys, man, it's depleted, man. Like like people say, oh, it's capitalism. As capitalism doesn't exist, sir. That only exists at a certain period. We're past that. So y'all need to Y'all need to be warned by that. Y'all need to be warned by that. And that's just how I'm gonna look at it. So it's pretty much it, because I know people is not gonna participate, but shouts to that person and say, yeah, Wednesday politics talk, yeah, it is. And you just keep it what it is. But Sundays is always up for grabs. Y'all can talk about anything y'all want, whatever it is. We go raw over here because this is where it's a free for all topic, and you just pop a topic and just go in there, and that's it. We talked about mental health one time. That was a good panel. Y'all can see that on the playlist, and you'd be like, "Oh shit, y'all talked about that? Yeah, I talked about it a lot." CTE and that shit broke down a little bit of everything. So it's like you see that, like, okay, we hear and expect more than anybody else, right? So it's like I understand, man. Like I understand what's going on, you know, and that's just how it is. I know everybody loves the other one, Stream Yards. Yeah, this one I can tolerate. You know, got more control, more satisfaction. But it's pretty much I'm just using it for the time being. But I'm enjoying all of it. It's pretty much it. Oh me, oh me. Yeah, I got one mic line in, but let me see. I'm gonna put this one back in. Hold on for a minute. Yeah, just hook it up in here and just lean to it. I'm gonna lock it in. See the difference, the tonal change. Y'all give me a second. It's a big difference in the tonality. The change sound a little boxy. Hold on. Little boxy, yeah. Oh yeah. Sound a little boxy. Yeah. That's how it is. I'm sound boxy as hell, but hold on for a minute. I got the other one on as well. All right. Yeah, I sound a little boxy on the other one, but it's pretty much it. I got it. If people want to talk or whatever, just I'm just gonna put this on for a minute. But like I said, 2 hours in the books. Signing off. Appreciate y'all coming through. Is this gangster? Okay. Degenerate. Appreciate y'all. The few that came in, but it's just like a notice, and I know I dropped certain links if y'all want to check these out or whatever. I just had to talk about the Ukraine a little bit, and I talked about a few other things. It's just read about them. Talk about video games industry. What's going on. I ain't been doing much. Just been chilling, whatnot, and just focus on the real. So I'm signing off. So but until next time for the Wednesdays talk, and it's pretty much it. So with that, I want to say peace and shalom